Hey tubers, it's Jess here. We're finally headed out on our trip to Big Bend. We just left the house. We're going down I-10 right now. It's about a 12-hour drive, so it's nice for a real road trip. Just gonna drive all night, drive at least till we get tired, and maybe pull over, take a nap if we need to. You know, stop, get gas, get snacks, ice, that sort of stuff as we go. Once we get there, we'll shoot some landscape photography. Super excited. Hope you guys enjoy the ride, and we'll show you what's going on as we go. Well, we finally made it to Big Bend Ranch State Park. It is absolutely stunning out here. Just beautiful scenery in every direction. It's about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's been gorgeous light all around. There's lots of layers of mountains, and we've seen shots everywhere. We're gonna head on into the park, and once we get there, we'll stop at the ranger station, check in, get our permits, and then we'll head out to Chorro Vista campsite and set up camp. So after a very long night of driving, we have reached the Sauceda Ranger Station here at Big Bend Ranch State Park, and it's really pretty. And they've gotten us checked in, and we can go to our campsite and get set up. So they said to expect tomorrow the winds are going to get up to around 30 miles an hour. It's going to be blowing hard. So we'll have to be aware of that and set up our camp properly. But we're here, and it's everything we had hoped for. We're at our campsite, and if you look around, it is just majestic. Everywhere you look, you can see for miles. There's lots and lots and lots of layers, lots of beautiful subjects to shoot. And as you can see, we got our campsite right down there. See it right there. This is where we're at. It's the Chorro Vista campsite in Big Bend Ranch State Park. So we arrived at camp earlier today, and we took our time just getting set up. We drove all night. You know, like I told you guys earlier, it's about a 12-hour drive, 12-and-a-half-hour drive from Beaumont, which is on the Gulf Coast, to the Big Bend Ranch State Park, which is on the far west side of Texas. But when we got here this morning, we found out that our drive was actually going to be a little longer, because once you get into the park, in order to get to Chorro Vista, is about another 2.5 to 3 hours to go, probably 8 miles. And the reason why is because it's pretty rough going. When they tell you in the literature that you need to have a high clearance 4-wheel drive vehicle, they're not joking. You really do. You know, there were several times I had to put it in 4 low and just kind of crawl along and make our way up here. So it's pretty narrow, a little hairy in some places, but it wasn't too bad. After driving all night and then driving in to the campsite, we were both pretty exhausted today. Took just about everything we had to get camp set up and just prepare ourselves for the rest of the week. So, sort of towards the end of day 1, and we're kind of waiting on the sun right now. We're getting close to some golden hour light. It's starting to get pretty back there. And we're gonna try to go up on this hill over here. Look over here, there's a nice hill right beside the camp that goes up. It has a really beautiful view of a valley, just absolutely stunning. You cannot imagine what you would see when you walk over that ridge, and we'll show you. Whether we shoot it this evening or not, we'll definitely be shooting it probably in the morning. And you know, the other thing I wanted to talk about was we mentioned earlier that we came to Big Bend Ranch State Park in Texas as opposed to Big Bend National Park, and I don't know that I explained why, but it's the second week of April, and I don't know if you've ever tried to book campsite in Big Bend National Park in April, but it's almost impossible. There's really nowhere to be had, and there's a lot of people. So we kind of felt like that coming to the state park, it allows us to go in the backcountry and camp right on site. We have so many places we can go by foot from here without ever having to even leave our campsite with the truck. We can just, there's lots and lots of great places to shoot. After reading a lot of reviews, you know, one of the reviews was somebody camped at this site during spring break and we're here for 4 days and didn't see another soul, and that's really appealing to us. Makes us think, you know, we'll be able to get out here, enjoy nature, have some serenity, get some beautiful views and some beautiful photography, and share it with you guys. So, kind of wrapping up day 1, we'll show you what happens. We may go up and take some shots. But like I said, we're both pretty exhausted, but you know, it's kind of hard not to at least just walk up there and take a look once the sun starts going down. Right now I'm shooting this range here. I'm shooting with the Sony A7r II and a 70-200 lens, and I'm zoomed into about 135 millimeters, trying to get some detail in these mountains back here. Some nice shadows, some contrast, some beautiful light, and shooting it with the polarizer and of course a 3-stop Lee graduated neutral density filter. And don't know if you could ask for much prettier light. It's falling down across the mountains right now, throwing lots of nice shadow and lots of nice contrast. I think it's going to be a really beautiful shot.